So, you may ask me, what are my favorite albums this year of 2020? Well, I made a list, top 15. I didn't do top 10 because I couldn't fit enough great albums into my list. I wanted to shine the light onto the great albums this year. Disclaimer, this is all for fun, to look back at the great music we had this year. I want to know what your guys' favorite album this year is down below in the comments. Also, like, comment, subscribe while you're at it, and let's get into the list.
I might just hit it raw, hold on, that's on my element. I like dark skins.
Number 15, I put Meet the Woo 2 from Pop Smoke. The drill sound and the aggression overall was just great. It's great hype music, and this put me on to Pop Smoke along with the drill sound in general. Sometimes you just gotta throw on an album full of ragers and hype music. It's fun to listen to.
The mission is covered, I stuck to the code and you don't know the code. Once they start me up and just know that it's over, my soul is on.
14, I put Detroit 2, and previously I did not like Big Sean's voice back in the day. Overall, this is his best project by far, not even close to anything else. And it's backed up by great beats and production. It was a little more lengthy than I really wanted it to be, but I'm glad I'm over his voice. This was a good album, a lot of great songs on it. Definitely one I'll remember this year.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit neck on her big neck.
13, Pluto x Baby Pluto collab tape that we got from Future and Uzi. It really is just the perfect collab tape for trap music and for Future. I like how he's inspired many artists throughout the years, done collab tapes with them. They've always turned out pretty good in my opinion. And again, Uzi had a big year, so he complemented all the songs perfectly. It's all just fun songs to listen to turn up. Don't take it that seriously. Now, I would like to say on the second half of the album, it did start to sound the same. It got a little repetitive. A lot of skips on the second half of the album for me. The deluxe did end up saving it. I think that dropped a few days after the original came out.
Came a long way from that Woodlawn Park. Now young on me, they push to start. Mr. Yellow.
Number 12, Limbo from Eminem. Before I listened to this album and the songs we got this year from him, I kind of just liked a few songs here and there, but not a project yet. I do like how this album has some songs for lyrics, but also has some for just hype music. A couple of skips towards the end of the album, and kind of an unnecessary deluxe that came out recently in December. Overall, some good work from him, and I'm looking forward to what he does next.
I'm a big dog, who you wanna be? Diamonds on my...
Number 11, Pegasus, whether it was the cover art or possibly the 26 songs. A lot of people hated on the album. Not gonna lie, the singles I dropped were all fire. I had high expectations, and I was a little bit disappointed listening to it. Over time, it does kind of bore you out here and there. I love the concept, the transitions that we got. He's one of my favorite artists, so a lot of the songs I did end up liking. Enjoy that it did start slow with more love songs. Towards the middle, it gets hype, turns into rap a little bit, and then winds down again at the end. Overall, it's a good album. Didn't deserve as much hate as it got, but I hope Trippy earns a little more respect next year, because 2021 is going to go crazy if he drops Life's a Trip at Night, and then as well as that Neon Shark Deluxe album that I'm anticipating for.
Why would you lie to me? You make it hard to breathe. Some nights it's hard to sleep.
At number 10, we got Landon Cube Sapphire. It's an alternative album, just a melodic singing album. It makes me happy. And overall, for your debut album, this is some great work. I only skipped one song. And you might know Landon from his Little Skies features from back in the day. I feel like he should have dropped this album a year or two ago, but I'm okay with it now. It would have been great in the fall time, and I think that's a great setting for this album. It grew on me over time. I was actually a little disappointed because how good the singles were, similar to Pegasus. The singles were really good, so high expectations going in. But Landon Cube, listening to him, I think he's getting better and better as an artist. And I see why, he's taking his time. I think this thing had a lot of delays on it, but I'm glad that we finally got it. Landon Cube's an artist you definitely gotta check out. Very underrated project.
You see, these bars are like COVID. You get them right off the bat. Infected with SARS and Corona.
Then, number 9, Music to Be Murdered by the Deluxe. Made a late run into my list. Earlier in the year, I listened, only liked a few songs. Then when I heard the B-side is coming out, I re-listened. I found a lot more songs that were cool. The narration by Alfred Hitchcock was really cool. But overall, Eminem just sounded like he was having fun again. Very lengthy, a lot of songs on here, but Eminem is the lyrical GOAT. And like I said, he's happy now. A lot of these songs were cool with the videos that came out, and it's just something fun to listen to that has a theme and, still concept behind it. And he brought in a lot of young artists and features to do the chorus for him and be a part of the song as well. And I thought that was cool. So dope collaborations on there, and overall good album from Eminem.
I got one girl from Philly, I think her name Nikki, and I fuck with Nikki cause she not too picky and she not too...
Eternal Take, the phenomenon that dropped in March, which the deluxe came a week after. Mind-blowing stuff. Uzi kind of started a trend with that. You know, I just love the theme and what Uzi was doing with this. He added fan favorites the next week after, so he was literally just blessing us. But it's not really something that you take too serious. It's just, again, more trap music. It's fun. It's still got a concept behind it. Uzi killed it in 2020. I said that on the Pluto X Baby Pluto. Again, his year, he killed it.
I did that song for you. Look what I turned it.
At number 7, Tickets to My Downfall from MGK. I love it. It's fun. It's just fun to rock out every once in a while. You know, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's a different lane, and it just shows MGK's diversity and what he can do. But I like this lane that he's in, and I have no problem with him making rock music. And I understand why he's getting roasted, and a lot of people disliked it. I enjoy this stuff a lot. It was very refreshing to listen to when it dropped. It's got a lot of good songs on it. A lot of them are simple and to the point. You just throw it on, and it's a great time, great vibes.
Shit I'm thinking about too real, might lose my mind in this coupe. Can't relapse off these drugs, man. RP.
At number 6, The GOAT from Polo G. Now, the production needs to be a lot better from Polo G, but I appreciate his storytelling and his lyricism on here. Plenty of great songs that don't get boring, and all of them can be traded out for my new favorite on the album. Seriously, it's refreshing listening to a Polo G song come on. I see a bright future in Polo G. I think that he's going to be around a while. Only get better over time. I saw a lot of big steps from his first to second album, so I'm glad I'm a fan of him now.
Okay, I'm drunk and it's late. I've lost all of my patience. I'm about to get high.
At number 5, Before the Storm from Internet Money. A producer album that can either go good or bad. I mean, there is no in between for these things. But if you look past Lemonade, obviously the big hit, one of the best and biggest songs this year, it really is fire. I don't care what artist it is. I don't care if I've never heard of him before. There's a fire song on here. It had a great squad of rappers on every song. And I know the song structure itself is pretty similar almost every time, but it's just making a whole bunch of hits. And they're probably already starting on their second album, which is crazy.
Hard liquor, I'm shitty. Hotel, some biddy. Gotta do my bidding.
Number 4, That's What They All Say, Jack Harlow. I mean, to see that so many reaction reviewers compared it to like a Drake album is pretty surprising to me. I just love his swagger, and his bars are so relevant. I don't know, I think that I can relate to a lot of what he's talking about sometimes. Look past even some of the big hits on the album. There's a lot of great songs on there. Even like the chill or more lyrical, mellow songs on the album are still really good. And I would like to say some of the features on the singing songs brought it down a little bit and made Jack Harlow not be as good on that song, but still, other than the features that kind of disappointed me on this album, he used his hype off of What's Poppin' to put out even better single, Tyler Hero, and more stuff came out. So really good stuff. I think Jack Harlow is going to get better and better. He's going to be around for a while. I'm a fan. I love it.
Said I wouldn't drink, but I did same day. Should I lie to your face like I always do?
At number 3, F-Lo Savage from The Kid Laroi. My favorite artist from 2020, hands down. Love him or hate him, he's going to be around a while. No question about that. I see a lot of hate towards Laroi, and it's kind of sad. You know, I understand that if you're mad at him for trying to be Juice WRLD, clearly he was inspired by him, and clearly his label wants him to be another big artist. I mean, that's obvious stuff. I see his work ethic and how much he's gotten better from the original mixtape F Love to Savage. The growth was incredible. Savage completely washes F Love, which is great. Kind of got repetitive, but the progression that he made in just a few months was incredible. Just a kind of underrated production, kind of underrated videos on this too. Get ready for the Laroi Takeover 2021. More big hits.
Can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. Talk my pain with my wishes in a wishing well.
At number 2, Legends Never Die, Juice WRLD. I just thought they did everything right from the entire rollout. The songs that were on the album I think were great choices. I know some people complained about leaks being on there, but that's your fault if you listen to those. I was mind blown by the support that this thing got. Like 500k units in the first week. the most streamed album of the year, one of the top streamed artists in the world this year. It's just super cool to see all the support, and as a Juice WRLD fan, kind of everyone coming together, playing this album, a lot of people showing respect for him, was super cool. It's kind of an awkward situation because he just made the songs, it wasn't put together. But really, I think they did a great job with it. Fun to listen to the interludes and everything that he made. Really just never made a bad song, not even close. Like, it's crazy to me what he was able to do in 2 years, and this is, again, a great album. I thought they did it well.
Chillin' with the homies at the crib, bumpin' Pac Div. This the life I live, you ain't nobody.
Now, my number one album of the year, it's gotta go to No Pressure from Logic. Now, it doesn't have as many hits as Legends Never Die. The reason why I had to put it at number one is just because Logic, aka Bobby, this is his retirement album. This is my favorite album from him. He was the first ever rapper I liked years and years ago, and I've stuck along for the whole ride. And I'm just glad to see him be happy, be a father, be a husband, or whatever he wants to be. You know, thank God for Twitch. I'm glad he's doing that too. But for the overall album itself, it's ranked higher. Just the production, the flow switches. I mean, it's mind-blowing how good this was. I'm glad to see a lot of respect for Logic because he put out such an amazing album. He put everything into this. He's not even making that much money because the amount of sampling and people he got to work on this thing. So he went all out, one last bang, and Logic is done. He's done with his career. Maybe he'll come back one day, drop a mixtape for the fans for free or something. But hope you enjoyed my list. Please let me know down in the comments below what your favorite album of the year is. I really want to know. Again, this isn't an argument. I don't really care if you don't like my list. It's all for fun. It's all to look back on the great music we had this year. Next video is the favorite songs of the year, top 25, and then my own hip-hop award show I think you guys are going to like. All coming this week, so stay tuned for that. And peace out, everybody.